Hey, this is Pete Winters here with Table Rock Lake Fishing. I'm here with my buddy Pate Shoemaker, Pro Guy Batteries. And Pate, you guys have been on top of the lithium curve and the chargers and everything. You just got back from ICast, so
Yeah.
I want to talk to you about some of the latest things that you guys introduced at ICast this year.
Yeah, absolutely. So, first of all, glad to be here. It's gonna be a lot of fun covering all this fun stuff. But so yeah, we just got back from ICast and we did some product releases. We released 2 new chargers, and the first charger was what we call the 1236X. That is a 2-bank charger. Bank 1 is 12 volt for your starting battery, and bank 2 is for your trolling lead. But that is a 36 volt or a 24 volt lead. So the 1236X, what we saw was with more and more anglers going out there, really hitting the forward-facing sonar stuff, they were putting 1, 2, sometimes 3 lithium starting batteries in parallel, and a lot of times it's 2. So you would have 2 31M100s STs together, equating to 200 amp hours. And what would happen is they would go fish. If you went and fished a single day, a normal charger, you're going to be totally fine. But if you're going to a tournament and you had maybe 2 days of pre-fishing, and then it was a 2-day tournament, what was happening was they'd start out and they would use a lot of energy over 1 or 2 days, and that charger at night back at their Airbnb or hotel or whatever was not allowing those 2 batteries to get fully charged each night.
Yes.
So bank 2 on the 36 volt would be fine, but bank 1, it would be, they would pull say 100 amp hours out and they'd only get 80 amp hours back. And then by day 2 or 3, they'd be getting to a place where they didn't have enough power. So with the 1236X, bank 1 is now a 20 amp 12 volt.
Okay.
So you're doubling your capacity.
So the 3rd or 4th day, you're not running out of
That's right.
out
So
of
you're getting
battery
a
power.
full charge every night.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was one of the chargers. The other charger that we released is called the 21236, and it's kind of like a stepbrother to the 510. It's the same size. It is a 4-bank, and bank 1 is a standard 12 volt lead acid AGM lithium. Bank 2 is a little bit different. It is the accessory bank, or the electronics battery bank, and it also is AGM lithium, but in addition it is a 16 volt. So you can choose between 12 volt AGM, 12 volt lithium, or a 16 volt lithium charging algorithm on that bank. And then bank 3 is a 36 volt.
I know a lot of the guys have been going with the 16 volt because they get more clarity on their graphs, on their live scope.
Yep.
I know I've gone to the lithium versus the AGM, and without a doubt, just if I can run 13 volts, I get a lot clearer picture image than I do like 12.4, 12.5.
That's right.
Plus it lasts a lot longer. And with your chargers, you can charge about any array of batteries. Like I've got 5 batteries in my boat, Odyssey for my main AGM for a crank battery, 3 of the Group 24 50 amp for my trolling motor batteries. Then I've got 100 amp lithium just for nothing but my graphs and live scope. But along with your chargers, like my little boat over here, even if a guy doesn't have to buy a whole battery system, your chargers are relatively pretty cheap.
Yeah,
you know?
No, we priced them in a manner that would be open for every customer type. And so, starting with the 1-bank to the 5-bank, and then the specialty multi-voltage chargers. I think our most expensive charger is $549.
Yeah.
And it's for the 21236. But the normal 4-bank charger that can charge lead acid, AGM, or lithium is $399.
Yeah. Like for my little boat where I've got just 3 batteries, 1 crank battery and 24 volt trolling motor system. If a guy is in the need for a charger, even if he's not going to update to lithiums or AGMs, later, if he does go to that charger is going to be able to charge lead acid, AGM, or lithium. So later on down the road, if he upgrades to lithiums or AGMs, doesn't have to change his charger.
That's right.
He's done.
Yep.
In your new 31 M100, your lithium crank battery is really a big deal. It's got the boost start built in.
It's done really well. So that's our 100 amp hour lithium starting battery. We released that. It's been about 18 months ago, right after Mercury released all their requirements on the starting side. They're still the only outboard that's released any kind of specifications for lithium starting battery. We're seeing it used in multiples, but right now Mercury is the one that has said that these are the specifications, and we do meet and exceed all of those. One of the nice features about that is our Pro Boost feature. Essentially, it's easier to explain than I just say. It has a built-in jump start.
Yeah.
So basically, what the Pro Boost does is it allows the BMS to be the battery to be taken down to 20% state of charge, and at 20% state of charge, that battery will shut itself off. And what it's doing is, it's saying, hey, I'm near the bottom. I still have the energy
To start.
You hold the button for 3 seconds. I'll turn back on, and I will then still be able to meet the starting requirements of your outboard motor. And it's really kind of a safety mechanism, an insurance policy, however you want to view it. But it can, we've got customers that continue fishing, which is not what we advise, but finding some shore power to recharge.
Right, it's going to get your outboard running, where you can charge your batteries back up, and it's peace of mind.
Yeah.
I mean, years ago we were in a tournament fishing for a boat. We had the winning stringer of fishing, the live well, but we were fishing one area for like 5 or 6 hours where we never started the outboard. Live wells running, fish finders on. We go to check in, and But back in those days we carried jumper cables, but they've been sitting in the bottom of the boat for a year or two. None of the clamps would work, so we got our feet and our hands. We're trying to connect it from the trolling motor battery to the deal. Anyways, make a long story short, we did get it started, get back in time. But I mean, even if a guy carries a jump pack, a lot of times we forget to charge the jump pack up, so it's not going to do you any good. And not so much just for tournament fishermen. If you're out there just fun fishing, it's getting close to dark.
Yeah.
You go to start her and she don't go.
That's right.
You've got that emergency deal to get you fired back up and get you home. I mean,
and we see more often than not the biggest reason that you use that, they just forget to charge it the night before, or maybe they thought they plugged it in, or maybe they did plug it in, but their kid unhooked the extension cord from the wall, or some kind of situation like that. So.
A lot of times when you've got a lot of boats like at motels, when you've got them all plugged in on one circuit, there's not enough juice there to charge 12 or 15 boats. Nobody's getting a good charge,
Right. Absolutely.
And on that battery, I mean, it's got a 31M. It's got a 5-year, 100% replacement, and then it's prorated for another 5 years after that.
So our standard warranty is a 10-year total warranty, and on all of our deep cycle products, it is a 5-year free replacement, and then it's prorated for the final 5 years. On the starting battery, it's a 3-year free replacement, and then 7 years of total prorate.
And I've been running Pro Guide batteries since like 1990, and you guys now have got over 4,000 retail stores that sell Pro Guide chargers and batteries. Pretty much you can bring, if you've got an issue with the battery, you can bring it back to any one of them dealers as long as they've got it in stock, or you can call, get a hold of Pro Guide, and they'll let you know of a retail dealer that's closer to you to service you. And to me that means a lot, is the warranty. I mean, like I said, you guys have been in business 40 years. You're 3-generation family-owned company going into 4. And standing behind the product. Now you can buy a lot of stuff online cheaper, especially now with the lithiums, and you guys ship lithiums because they're easy to ship. But getting someone to stand behind the product, or getting a hold of somebody when you have an issue, service is huge, to me.
No, we get asked that question a lot about warranty, and there's a whole lot of different warranties out there. And warranty is a function of marketing, right? I mean, everybody's just trying to convince that customer to put their trust in you. And I think our largest selling point is to what you just said. We have a front door you can walk through if you do have an issue.
Yeah.
We have a lot of
front doors.
We got a lot of front doors, and it's not trying to get a hold of some guy on the internet or make a claim or make a phone call. You can walk in.
You can actually talk to someone when you're calling them. You're not listening to the computer, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I really urge people, if you're in the market for batteries or chargers, give Pro Guide batteries the opportunity. I mean, they support us every tournament event, you guys there behind us, not just so much tournaments, you support so much local stuff that at least people, you know, you guys can come out and give them a shot at your business because they keep it in the community.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Well, Pete, thank you for spending time with me today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, Pete.
Is there anything else you'd like to?
I don't think so. Man, I just want to say thank you for years of support and being not only a partner but a friend to me and my entire family and the Pro Guide team. So.
Well, I appreciate it. My wife and family appreciate it as well.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Pete.
Absolutely. Thanks.